we're going to be reacting... That was such high energy. Okay, let me pull that back. Hi there! We're going to be watching and reacting to the Wicked movie from 2024 in honor of the Oscars, but also in honor of Wicked just being an incredible movie. We're going to be coming from the perspective of musical theater actors. I'm Peter.
I'm Dale, real vocal coach.
And we're going to be choosing what to do next based on the likes, comments, subscriptions, whatever you guys want. So let us know down below in the comments which one we should be doing next, and if you found anything cool and spicy in the Easter eggs, because we read every single comment.
Good vision, right?
And when the first trailer came out and they showed this, I said this has to be the end of the movie, and they're showing it to us at the first time. And the embers!
Yes.
Ready? Ready? 3?
One of your favorite moments.
Oh, the horse beyond this moment is so good!
Yeah.
So expertly crafted.
Everything looks so post-apocalyptic. And there's the rainbow. We're going over the rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Somewhere. Actually, they're not playing with Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Those 7 notes that were somewhere over the rainbow.
Stephen Schwartz, the composer, wanted to hint at Somewhere Over the Rainbow from Wizard of Oz, because obviously this is a simultaneous story with Wizard of Oz. In Wizard and I, when Elphaba sings Unlimited, which is the goal of her whole story.
Unlimited, my future is...
He mirrors Somewhere Over the Rainbow in those 7 notes, and when we were working on my cover for it, we wanted to do something a little bit more because Somewhere Over the Rainbow has a certain rhythm to it that unlimited my future is what we wanted to create. But yes, and here we have Dorothy, which some people say might be our little friend from Matilda the musical.
The poppies. It's like everything's coming back from the first movie. Now these tulips, this whole field, they created, they planted all
Really?
This is real. Yeah, this is real. They planted this and
The whole thing?
well, I don't know about the very far back, but where they are right now.
I thought they just created this.
Well, it's a lot.
We're about to exit the overture and into the first song. So tell us what an overture is, what it's supposed to do. You compose things.
Whether it's an opera, and musical theater comes from the opera tradition. The overture is the musical prelude before the curtains open. And traditionally in musical theater, you get kind of a medley of all the songs you're going to hear.
Right.
Versus like this is more of a compositional piece. There are a few other ones that did that too. The most notable one is Carousel. Richard Rodgers composed an entire different piece, and we're not hearing that music throughout. You're not no one's singing that.
Richard Rodgers, the same theater that Hamilton is playing at. We just walked by it last night.
That's right.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
right. Rodgers of Sound of Music, of Cinderella.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Richard Rodgers.
Yeah.
Wow. First names don't get enough slack.
You could look at this rainbow and say, wow, that's such a beautiful, peaceful place. But with this music, it's not about peace. It's about this drama and suspense and chaos.
Ensemble! Oh.
I'm hearing musical language, knowing that there are some others and da-da-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Those are motives. That's a musical term. Motive is like a motif. It's a recognizable melody that is going to be used here and there and there, and sometimes it's in the accompaniment, even though something else is being sung.
Like Part of Your World. If that were to play when she finds a new object or something, that's the motif of the music.
That's right, and we call it a musical motive.
Where she opened the doors from black into color to parallel when Dorothy opened her doors and went from black and white into color, which is so much has happened, and we are 2 minutes and 50 seconds into it. And the yellow swirl in the middle. I didn't even notice that.
That's the yellow brick road, yeah. I thought that was the sun.
It's Glinda.
You said it's a sock?
I thought it was the sun.
Oh.
You love that moment.
I adore Ariana Grande and her passion for the role of Glinda and for Wicked, and her saying, I auditioned and I was comfortable if I didn't get it because I knew that they were going to pick the best Glinda for the role. But when she was selected, that she cried and said, I'm going to take such good care of her. And I think anyone who's seen the movie, you all agree that she was such a powerhouse in this film. Like, my family, who are not musical theater people, were guffawing at Ariana Grande the whole movie through. She is just, and you watch interviews with her, and she is so organically hilarious. And she said that she trained so much to get this role down because she's a pop singer, and this is very much operatic. You said like coloratura and stuff like that.
Well, that's her voice type. She's a soubrette with which is a lighter voice but has an extension. I'm not talking about the whistle tones that we all know that she does. That's a different technique. She said she had to learn how to marry her high voice into her chest voice, make it unified, and stabilize her larynx and all that stuff. All the stuff that a popular singer doesn't need to do. Here, it's demanding her in musical theater to sing with her full instrument, especially this particular role, you know, where Kristen Chenoweth, who originated it, is trained in opera.
I love that moments really set the tone of the movie, and there's about to be one moment that comes in right now.
It's good to see me, isn't it?
The first line of the movie! So good.
Fellow Aussians, let me set the record straight. Yes, the Wicked Witch of the West is dead.
Wow.
Isn't it nice to know
That vibrato!
we'll conquer evil?
That's another mark of what you do when you're singing. Legitimately is the term. It doesn't mean that popular singing is not legitimate in the other sense, but legit is a term in musical theater for meaning that you're singing with your full voice in a more traditional way.
The truth we all believe
Very pretty.
Ready?
No one mourns the wicked.
Ah! He's so good! That ensemble actor deserves a raise. We need to find out who he is and applaud his effort. He set the whole movie in motion. This was his one time to shine. He crushed it. What's so beautiful about what she's about to do in her acting, which pulled me into the movie, trying to play the politician but deeply wounded inside, and hearing that everyone is excited and grateful that her best friend is dead, and how warped the common folk have become by the lie that she's playing a part in.
Well, they're also believing a different story.
Yeah, but she contributed to this.
Yeah.
She created this story, and oh man, the lyrics are we'll talk about the lyrics. Oh, this song is so good.
No one cries, they won't return.
Hear the beat?
The wicked.
It's like a funeral dirge.
And goodness knows the
It's like Hosanna.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
goodness knows the wicked does.
So we pause right here and we can see some of Ariana's posture as she's singing, and again, it's just one frame.
I noticed that she's using her jaw a bit, and you don't necessarily have to. I mean, that could create some tension, but her sound is beautiful, so...
And she is singing live while on set for these shots. And just to set the record straight for everyone, yes, they're all doing that. But the songs are pre-recorded.
For sure.
Yeah. And so they're just singing along to a track, and maybe some of their live vocals made it into the studio track after.
When you're wicked, you're left only
On your own. The pink swirl is not here. In Wizard of Oz, they had the pink road and the yellow brick road.
Oh, yeah, I noticed
This
that,
one,
yeah.
There's no pink.
Right, right.
Remember we made a joke about it?
Yeah. What if
Hi, I'm Rorothy, and I took the pink brick road. You don't want to know, right?
Are people born wicked? Or do they have wickedness thrust upon them?
This is a beautiful note.
I'm out of your sight.
pretty.
They have their secrets.
Pause! Because when I watched the musical, when we watched it on Broadway, I had no idea what the story was. But I've heard people in their reviews of this movie, because it's incredible, saying that they had the whole story spoiled for them by this moment because Jeff Goldblum is the wizard. And so he comes in and his voice is iconic. So when he starts singing, you're like, oh, so he's Elphaba's father. Like, it's just the cat's out of the bag.
Right. It's funny because, yes, our voices are like fingerprints in a way. You know, we're unique. Every voice is different.
You could absolutely tell that it's Jeff, so I wondered if they should have pitched his voice or got a different actor just for the sense of saving the surprise of the movie. Great cinematography.
Have another drink, my dark-eyed beauty. I've got one more night left here in town. So have another drink of green elixir, and we'll have ourselves a little mixer. Have another little song, a little and follow
Cute.
me down.
But from the moment the witch was born, she was
This has such Narnia vibes.
different.
The slipper is coming now. The baby's coming. And how?
Me in the hospital.
See a curl. It's a healthy, perfect, lovely little green.
She's so cute! She's so cute! She's adorable!
A little broccoli.
She's a... What? She's the size of a newborn, but maybe like 3 weeks old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's no way she's fresh. Fresh out the womb.
Okay.
Also, what color was the placenta? I have a lot of questions.
Take it away.
Did you see the green vial as
Yeah.
well?
Was that the vial she drank?
I think so.
Wow. Wow.
It's all right.
She's so cute!
I mean, you wouldn't take a fresh baby and put it into a movie set.
For Wicked, they do anything. I want my baby!
Yeah, true.
Now, you want to see something amazing?
A little voice.
Where did you come from?
That's a great shot.
Yeah, foreboding.
I wonder how they got her to actually cry like that.
And now you've made your sister cry.
Parents can be, you know, in showing their favoritism,
Yeah.
can do such destruction.
And because of her skin color, he just hated her. So she doesn't have anyone who's loving in her life, and actually kids need that as like a protective factor for their own development and mental health. So Dulcibert is a protective factor.
He shouldn't have blamed you.
I'm glad she said that.
And so, it couldn't have been easy.
They had a lot of time on their hands.
I know. Well, this is called an effigy.
Ariana!
What? That's such an incredible number, because not only does it establish the entire movie we're about to watch, not only does it give the ensemble some space to live, it creates the history, it lets you know who Elphaba was and how tortured she was. Ariana singing super high, but the lyrics. No one mourns the wicked. The wicked die alone. And we know, if you watched Wicked, I mean, spoiler alert for the second part, Elphaba doesn't die. She is saved. So I think Ariana, or Glinda, is singing lyrics about herself. She's the wicked one here. He's gonna die alone. Fiyero goes off with Elphaba, and they live a life of love. And Ariana, or man, Glinda, is by herself. So no one mourns the wicked because they love Glinda. And so
Does she see herself as wicked?
I think so. I think so. Because she's, again, playing this duality, but I think the triality in it, that I don't know if that's a word, but she is the wicked one who can't be mourned because everyone is happy for her. Everyone thinks she's happy, so no one mourns the wicked.
Yeah.
They think they're singing No One Mourns the Wicked, Elphaba. And then it could be that no one mourns the wicked because Elphaba's not wicked, but I think the super meta reading of the lyrics is no one mourns the wicked and Glinda's the wicked person.
This song is kind of paralleling that Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead.
And goodness knows the wicked's lives are lonely.
Goodness knows.
Yeah.
That's a phrase, you just say goodness knows.
But it's capital G goodness. She's lonely. And goodness knows the wicked die alone. It just shows when you're wicked, you're left only on your own. It's such a sad song because she's singing about herself. The first time I watched Wicked, I loved Wizard and I, Popular, and Defying Gravity because those are just the iconic numbers. The second time, I really liked I'm Not That Girl.
I loved it from the start.
And then
it has a lot to do with the way Cynthia
does it. And then the third time, I really loved No One Mourns the Wicked. When I finally listened to the lyrics and I understood the multiple dimensions and layers of this, it's so painful. It is such a painful song that we feel we're singing in triumph. When you first watch the movie, you're like, yay, she's dead! And by the end you're like, oh, we were just misunderstood. But then you rewatch it, you're like, wait, she wasn't wicked, so what are we actually singing about? And the third time you're like, oh, Glinda's wicked. I feel so bad for Glinda, but it doesn't excuse what she does to Dorothy in Wizard of Oz.
I think it's really astute of you to get that by listening and watching. I would not have necessarily thought that this song would be referring to her, and I think you're right.
Yeah.
You're astute. And talking about this level of it, I find it very interesting to create a character that you love, where you can see that little aspect of yourself, that vanity, I have that selfishness. These are not things to value, yet we laugh and we love her.
She even sings it in Popular, saying that nothing matters in life except how popular you are.
And that's also maybe how she rose to prominence, political, again, leader of this community.
Which even makes more sense when her line, are people born wicked or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? Because she was just forced into this position. The ending of the movie is Madame Morrible taking her away as her mentor, saying, if you want this, you have to do what we say. It's really painful and palpable and profound. And this opening number, full round of applause for it.
Yeah, as an analysis of it, sure, yes. And we'll do it.
Yeah,
applauding you for that amazing insight. I love that.
So what else have you found in No One Mourns the Wicked? What are some more Easter eggs that we can talk about? And what should we react to next? And please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Have a little drink, my darling beauty. Have a little drink. My name's Jeff Goldblum. Have a little drink, and you already know what the whole movie is about.
It wasn't that obvious.
It was. The splash of water.
Glinda, exactly how dead is she?
Yeah, whose voice is that?
We had such a pleasure watching with you, so thank you for watching with us, and we'll see you in the next one, like this one, or this one, or this one.
I've seen someone do that in a movie before.
Really?
The Scarecrow!
Ah!